Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Team of the Season Verratti card to review today. This was an interesting card to take a look at because of the height that he has. We were doing a concept video where we were explaining like what cards could potentially be really good, really bad, depending on the stats that they get in regards to stat improvements. And obviously with Verratti's card, he's been drastically improved in the defensive areas. With a Hunter chemistry style like my boy put over here, he could potentially be a really fun card to use. The biggest thing we have to test is obviously going to be the height. So in regards to in-games, he is 5'5", medium-high work rates, 4-star skill moves, and a 4-star weak foot. So again, just the height, just a little bit off in regards to how this card could potentially perform in-game, but we're going to see if that's a huge problem. He has a flare trait, which is always a welcome one. I wish all players did have the flare trait, because it's always nice to just be able to do simple stuff with some players. In regards to in-game specifics, he's not on full chemistry, so what we have to do over here is make sure that he specifically is on full chemistry. So we're just going to go ahead and search for just the League 1 manager. The other guys don't really matter because it's the review's not on them. We want to make sure that Verratti's on the full 10, and then full 10 with 100 chemistry. So he gets a +10 with 100 chemistry style, making his acceleration a 95 with 86 sprint speed. So base at 85, 76. It's not terrible as long as he has good defensive awareness. Now, here's the interesting thing with this card is the fact that he is a medium-high work-rated player with 94 attacking positioning. So he could potentially be one of those types of cards for you where you want to use him in the attacking areas, right? He'll definitely move around the pitch really nicely. This will be the type of card where it'll probably be most ideal to use him on balanced instructions cover center and the CDM role, center mid role, you know, just cover center for the center mid role, because that attacking positioning with the pace improvements that you're going to be given the card, he'll be moving all over the pitch quite nicely, right? In regards to passing, his passing is really nice as well. You don't necessarily need to improve it. Dribbling is obviously phenomenal considering the fact that he is 5'5". He should feel very responsive in game. Could be very helpful in the attacking areas actually because of the fact that he is also a 4-star player. So shooting's good, passing's good, dribbling is good. Defensive stats for base card stats, he has everything that is important already there. Defensive awareness, standing tackle, sliding tackles, like improving it by small amounts, it would be helpful only because you would give him a +14 for acceleration instead of a +10, but do you really need the difference between a 95 acceleration and a 99 acceleration? It really depends on how you guys see the card, because sometimes the extra acceleration helps with his sprint speed being 86, right? So it just depends, right? Aggression at 99 with improved pace as well will be a very nice thing as well. 94 stamina is always great, and he has no physical presence. So an interesting card, man. I mean, honestly, I expect him to be super responsive in game in the CDM position. We will be using the 4-2-3-1. I guess I could just use it with, like, I think, like, Spencer has something like this with, like, balance, and then it's, like, width is on, like, 3, and then players in the box is set to, like, super high or something, or, like, 6 or 7. I don't remember specifically. So we could try that out, obviously. He's positioned the way that he is right now because if I naturally get Sissoko's through ball, then I could help my boy out over here, but I won't be forcing it. Right? We'll be using stay back while attacking for the fullbacks, passing lane, stay back while attacking cover center for our, but for Verratti, we want to keep him on balance because cover center, him being a more attacking-oriented player with the medium-high work rates, should be interesting to see, right, how he's going to play in the defensive areas and the attacking areas when you have those types of instructions on him, right? So he has stay forward on that, stay on the edge of the box. We won't do stay on the edge of the box for that. We'll just make these guys play normally. Don't worry about the attackers; it literally doesn't matter. And then we'll leave Neymar's instructions as is. But yeah, we'll see how Verratti plays in game. Just me playing regular FIFA. Excuse me. If we end up doing some of the objectives for my boy over here, then great. But we do a combination of analyzing the card and then also trying normally because that's the best way to test out these cards, obviously, right? So, and I just realized he has Team of the Season Gomez, so I could still potentially do a review for that as well. It would be kind of late for it, but people would still like it. So, yeah, let's get into a game, see how he plays. All right, so we'll switch to our 4-2-3-1 and see how he plays. Let me see what his dribbling is like, actually. This guy's not playing yet. He'll get there eventually. You could obviously see that his dribbling is really nice. The thing with this card is going to be his his attacking presence that we have to see, right? That dribbling is going to be freaking nice, though. I will say that. Yeah, moves up a little bit in this situation to offer this attacking presence, which is fantastic. That right there with the height is where you're going to notice the problem with this card defensively, right? Like, he's not always going to be on point defensively. Sometimes you do have to trigger the tackle yourself, but sometimes it does register. Sometimes it does register for the player to just kick the ball away. See that attacking presence right there? He might be offside here, actually, and it doesn't register the fake shot. I mean, so far he's pretty fun to use. I still think height is definitely going to be a problem, but we're gonna have to keep experimenting with it. You can see in that situation right there, once I made that pass into the middle, he was already trying to utilize empty space quickly, which is completely fine because he actually has some great attacking features about him, so... He's positioning himself really nicely with the Alwar storyline card, so can't complain too much about that. His base card stats for defensive awareness is pretty solid. You can even see here that when I made that passing mistake right there, just the way that he's positioned right now with Alwar without me doing any second man press or whatnot, he's still positioned really nicely. By the way, Alwar's card is freaking... He's a FIFA player. Like, I need to try out that team of the season if I can never get my hands on him. It depends if someone gets him. Nice play right there. Neymar. Neymar, I mean, dudes, I mean, what do you guys want me to tell you, bro? Like, you guys see his off-the-ball movement. Like, this is why he's a meta card, bro. This is the type of movement you got to analyze with these types of cards. Like, look at where he's positioned. You see how he goes up to hold that line? Ah, he's so good, dude. Nice defensive play there with Verratti. It's very interesting because I think Alwar... I don't think Alwar has medium-high work rates, but the way that he positions himself in the CDM position is just way better in my opinion. Just feels that way anyways, I don't know. First time shot. There you go. So, obviously right there, very, very, very noticeable that with the... you know, balance instructions in a CDM position, he will attack, right? But the fact that he is a medium-high work-rated player, actually, it's like the same situation with like a Lons card. When you're a medium-high on balance instructions, but you're an attacking-oriented medium-high, it just causes like a really nice balance when you're in your team when you have the right instructions set, you know? Alright guys, so final verdict on Verratti's card. I mean, what I was saying before, it's one of those cards where what I was saying before is really noticeable in game, and what improves on the card in regards to giving him a hunter chemistry style also improves in the game a lot as well. So with Verratti's card, you can use him in the left, right center mid position, left, right center defense mid position, preferably on the right side because of him being right-footed. The types of situations you get yourself into score certain opportunities is really good. Now, the reason why I like using this card is because he's a medium-high work-rated player that is attacking-oriented. If I tell him to stay back while attacking, there's a huge chance that he'll actually stay back while attacking because of the medium-high work rates. But even if he was slightly attacking-oriented, it's not a terrible thing to have because you like to have the nice little balance in your team where one of your CDMs at least commit forward just to attack in certain ways. And Verratti is definitely going to offer that presence for you in your CDM position, center mid position, because of the attacking positioning that he has. My boy gave him a hunter chemistry style, and I'm telling you guys, the pace boost is definitely noticeable. The shooting boost for the specific areas is very noticeable as well. Dribbling is phenomenal with the card because he's 5'5", obviously. Defending stats are great, but you have to take into consideration that he's not going to get every single ball because of the fact that, you know, his height is 5'5". At the end of the day, that's such a noticeable thing. Like, you shouldn't expect him to be a super, super solid defensive presence in your team because that part of the card will always make the defensive stats feel less, right? Unless you're a card like a Lon and Conte, but I think they're like Conte. I don't like Conte personally, right? But I understand why people like him. It's just one of those cards for me. Same thing with like Ben Yedder. But with Verratti's card, you don't get that, oh, I'm a small player, but I can still defend like an absolute beast type vibe with him. But like I said, I really enjoy using him because I focus on him being a balanced player that can attack and come back. He feels like a high work rated player because of his attacking positioning, especially with the Hunter chemistry style. At 99 attack position, this guy's going to bullet forward if he sees his space, which is always welcome because, like I said, he's 4-star, 4-star. He can dribble quickly. He can pass the ball really nicely. So it's not a bad card. I think it's very fair that he's 92K, actually. I thought he would be a little bit more expensive, but I know that people are... I know that the price drops a lot because of the fact that he's 5'5", right? But he's actually really fun to use in the game. So if you guys end up packing him in the guaranteed SBC, he's pretty fun. Like if FIFA was set up a certain way, it wouldn't be a card that I would mind getting. But obviously those SBCs are probably going to be expensive anyways. But you guys know the vibe. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.